Hello everyone. Want to see a drawing getting colored in? Then this is a video you need to check out. It's me, your old pal Max West. I draw comics and children's picture books. And this is part of a final Sunday strip I'm doing for Poison Ivy Gulch. It's an old West web comic. If you want to see more, it's in the description below. Alright. This one is, I drew this mainly for fun. Let me just start by coloring the guy here. Alright. His body is going to be yellow. The hat, boots are going to be orange. His neckerchief will be blue. And yes, the cane will be yellow too. Alright. Let me start on his body here. I'm using alcohol markers. You can work very quickly with those. Alright. Markers are probably one of the best traditional media to color with. You can work fast, it dries fast, and this reproduces well. So if you're doing something like a poster, a print, maybe an illustration for a book or a book cover, these are really, really handy to work with. There are different kinds out there. Some people swear by the Japanese Copics, which are extremely expensive, but those are refillable. So if you want to invest in a good set of Copics, then by all means do that. Alright, I think I'm going to use the thicker chisel tip here on the marker. This is a double-ended marker. This has a wider tip. This has a thinner tip. Alright. I love working in markers. Alright, there we go. I'll explain this in just a bit here. Just work on coloring this in. Poison Ivy Gulch is a Wild West webcomic of mine. It's set in the Old West. It's meant, though, to be a parody of the medium of the Western. I mean, ever since its inception, the Western has always been ripe for parody. I like to use markers along with other medium, colored inks, colored pencils, pens. Alright, I'm going to explain the joke here in a moment. The character here, if you're around my age or older, you might remember him. I hanker for a hunk of cheese. The character is named Timer. He appeared in a series of public service announcements animated public service announcements. Used to air on ABC Saturday mornings. They were animated in the 1970s, but ran well into the 80s and even into the 90s. Timer was kind of the mascot for cheese, though he also gave tips about nutrition and good health in general. one of the bits he did was one where he was in the Old West dressed like this, and he was trying to pitch what was basically called a wagon wheel, which was a round cracker and two round crackers in between which were sandwiched a round slice of cheese. It was meant as a healthy snack, as opposed to the usual candy and potato chips and other junk food. So the joke here, I'll show it to you after I finish here, is that timer is being used to help the general store in Poison Ivy Gulch sell its stock of cheese. I know, I kind of mulled over whether or not I should do this. In the end, my sense of nostalgia from the 1980s won out. And this is pretty much pure fun, because that's what Poison Ivy Gulch is for me. Just a chance to have some fun, cut loose. Now that's starting to look like something. Let's take a look at it from afar. You see how good that looks? Alright, as long as I'm up, I might as well show you the first part, which is finished. Here, we have basically a shopkeeper. My cheese advertising really works. And what is he doing? He's using timer inside and outside a store to sell cheese to his customers. Well, not exactly a solid gag. This is pretty much just pure fun for me. And also be rather fun for those around my age or older to see. Oh yeah, I remember that character. Yeah, some of you younger viewers might have seen Timer on some of the older episodes of Family Guy, where Peter Griffin encounters him. Well, if you want to sell cheese to people, do it with some style, I say. Alright, now that's starting to look like something. After I color in the neckerchief here, I'm just going to add a few more details and I'll sign the work. Believe it or not, in spite of the fact that, you know, Timer isn't exactly a person, he's kind of some kind of blob with legs, he was pretty tricky to draw. It took me a few attempts to get him right. There we go. I'm just going to add in some shading under him. Add it in with a uniball pen. Good. And there we go. When I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. We sign, and voila, we are finished. Well, that's it for today's video, friends. Hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos. If you want to check out more of my work, just check out Poison Ivy Gulch. The link is below in the comments and the description. Until next time, everyone, it's me, your old pal Max West, saying goodbye.